Welcome back to this week's video. Today we're going to be back on Jason's car and we're touching on the suspension. Let's get into it. So we're going to be starting off on some adjustable Hardrace rear camber arms. This is to allow us to adjust the camber when we get to setting up the car on the wheel alignment ramp. So the camber arms will be initially measured up and set equal to what the car comes off with as standard. To give us good base settings that, like I say, once we're on the alignment ramp, we've got a good even playing field to start on. Next up will be a set of rigid collars. Now this is going to be for the front and the rear of the suspension, although we are starting from the rear of the car working forward today. Up next is IBAC anti-roll bars. Here we have the full set of Ohlins coilovers. Now this is a top level set of coilovers and money very well spent. So again, when you get over to the alignment ramp, you'll see us balancing the car and setting the weight distribution across all four corners. Included in the Ohlins coilover kit is a set of error cancellers. So this is to stop any of the lights coming onto the dash for the suspension level sensors not reading the correct reading once activated in the different modes. Next up we have a set of braided brake lines. Now these are Dream brake lines, they're all made in-house and specific to each car that we're working on. So here you see a slight bit of residue left from the leaking rocker cover. Now this is another reason why we're going to be taking the gearbox out, because where that oil has leaked down from the back of the rocker cover, it's travelled through the bell housing and potentially contaminated the clutch. So we're having the gearbox off to inspect and to see how bad the clutch is. You can see some of the stainage here around the starter motor and where it's eventually seeped out through the bottom of the bell housing. The clutch doesn't look in too bad of a condition, but the customer, having spent a lot of money, he doesn't want to take any chances, so therefore he's going to be replacing the complete clutch kit. Again, inside the bell housing here you can see where the oil contamination has come through and the fibres have now stuck to that oil. Everything's going to get thoroughly cleaned up, so once we've got the new clutch back in place, there shouldn't be any signs of leakage having been through the gearbox. While the subframe's off, it's given us a good chance to get onto the front lower arms. So we're going to be fitting some of the powerflex front bushes, as well as the rear anti-lift kit. So Ryan's making the job look extremely easy here, but trust us, from experience, this can be a very tough job, especially on an older car. So if you're thinking about doing the bushes, better to do it sooner rather than later. Here, moving on to the rear bush. With the front arms in the vise at the moment, it gives a good opportunity to get the front lower camber ball joints fitted. Now these are going to allow us to alter the front camber, because the top mounts used on the Ohlins coilovers are the OE top mounts, so we do need to get some camber adjustment if we're wanting to put a nice setup into the car. Again, another opportunity of where we can get to the front anti-roll bar now while the subframe's off. Gives a good chance to clean it up and get the new IBAC front anti-roll bar installed. Steering rack going back on and ready to refit. So we still haven't touched on what power the car made, but join us in next week's video where we will be on the alignment ramp, getting the final setup into the car. We can go through the dyno run and see what power the car's achieved, bringing the whole package together. Please hit the like, share and subscribe. Feel free to leave us a comment below, and we'll see you on the next video.